Bohemian Rhapsody has made it onto the big screen. It's a movie that I was rather excited about, especially when I started to see the trailers, because I really enjoy Queen's music. I grew up listening to some of their greatest albums, and it's always been something that's been prevalent in my life. So I was really excited to see a Queen movie. Now, going into it, it was all about managing expectations. What did I want? Did I want it to focus on Freddie Mercury? Did I want it to focus on the band? Did I want to see them making songs or whatever? And ultimately, I was a bit torn about what I was going to see. And what you get is probably like a greatest hits of moments throughout a band's sort of existence. Mostly. The movie is bookended by Live Aid. You know, they're just about to go on stage, and then it zooms back to their beginnings and tells the story up until then, how they came together, how they created some of their songs, some of the things they come up against, some of the things that they did in amongst the band themselves. And it's a very safe movie, first and foremost. It doesn't overly stretch itself. It doesn't aim to give you like a really prying knowledge into the band. It just gives you a band that you enjoy, lets you play out a lot of their tunes in the cinema, and you get to get bullet points of their history. And I found this very enjoyable. I really did go along with the ride. You know, very early on I was, it's not going to be a deep dive into any particular character, because they really need to kind of focus on most of the band. And I was fine with that. You know, I really enjoyed Rami Malek's portrayal of Freddie Mercury. It told me a few things about his life that I didn't really know. But first and foremost, it gave me the band together. It gave me them creating some songs. And yes, is it true to life? Probably not in certain aspects, but you know what? I'm not really too bothered about that, because the information's out there for me to get. This was more just an entertaining movie. You know, you can get certain biopics that focus on a period of time, a character, something particular. This one has a little bit of a grander scale, focuses on a large time span, and just gives you, like I said, bullet points of the best parts of it. But it's entertaining. And it's partially down to that energetic and fantastic score that the movie has. The soundtrack, the Queen songs that are prevalent all the way through this thing are tremendous. And hearing them in a sort of loud cinema with proper sound system just gave it a sort of percussive nature all the way through the movie. You just had one hit after another. And even though they were skipping by certain time spans, if they couldn't focus on a certain aspect, they would have a song playing that you get under pressure at a certain point. It just plays, and we never see David Bowie in the movie. It never really goes over them recording it. It just kind of skips by them, but it still has that nod to it. And the movie has certain things like that as well. And I hear a lot of people sort of complaining, saying it's not as good as this, it's not as good as that, or A Star Is Born seems to be the one that people are throwing up in comparison. But they're two very different movies. You've got a complete fictional movie, and you have a movie that is about an actual band that had an actual story arc. And you get these things where, how much do you want to change the actual story? Do you want it to be more film-centric, or do you want it just to play out as it actually happened as much as it can? And I'm very happy with the Queen movie. You know, I can see that there's certain faults with it, but I don't have any major problems with it. I enjoyed the heck out of it. When I left the cinema, there was a huge smile on my face, which, let's face it, most of the time you go to the cinema to be entertained. You know, sometimes you get something that's a little bit more resonant, something that's going to stick with you, have a deeper underlying message. This is what the band is all about, entertaining you. And it does that. It does that exceptionally well. I loved so many certain aspects of the band, just how they started, you know, coming up with the name. I really did like the arc of Mary, who is Freddie's fiancée at the start of the movie, and how she influenced his life all the way up and beyond this movie. And the only thing that I could really say was really a down point for me was not getting the last 6 years of Freddie's life. But, and this is a silver lining for me, we may get that at a later date. There could be another movie comes along and tells us that story, which I would be fine with. I would enjoy it. Queen has terrific music, and they use it perfectly well in this movie. The actors do fantastically well portraying the real life people and really giving them the panache that they need. I thought Rami Malek was fantastic as Freddie Mercury, and really got most of his mannerisms just nailed down. It is a movie that isn't a deep dive. It doesn't go into the nuts and bolts or the nitty gritty, but it just sort of gives you a perfunctory look at this band, and it makes it as entertaining as it possibly can. You know, I don't care about the criticisms people are levelling at it. I loved the movie. I thought it was entertaining. I will be getting it on Blu-ray and checking it out countless times after that because it's just entertaining as hell. So much fun. And yeah, I would love to know your opinion on Bohemian Rhapsody. Let me know in the comment box below whether you loved, hate, or what you liked or didn't like about it. We'll have a conversation, and I will see you next time on Man vs. Film.